Cheers, guys. Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are all well and safe. This is a weird time, but at least we can talk to each other through social media. I'm here to talk about what I've been stitching on. Since last we spoke, my stitchy bug has come back. Yay! So mainly because I've just been working on new smalls that I started instead of working on my regular whips. I think I had a bit of a burnout on my whips that I've been carrying along with me for over 2 years for some of them. So yeah, that was a nice little variation in my stitching, I guess. So what I'm here to show you today is what I've been working on in terms of new smalls that I've also fully finished. I showed you last time the little coat rack or hat rack that I got, and I've managed to pimp that up into a scissors rack. And I have a tiny bit of purchases, and I have read some books, and that is all I think. Yeah. So let's get started. I have been stitching on mostly new things, but I did pull out one of my regular whips yesterday, HL's Moth by Kathy Barrick. And I was working on it during a stitch meetup online. And here is my current progress. This is the left wing, and I finished the bottom already, but I'm about halfway through the upper part of the wing. I've converted to my own set of colors. Basically just try to look for the most similar color, except for the bottom part of the wing. The white is charted as light yellow, and I prefer the white as it is in the picture. So that's what I did. I switched it out for a white. And when I finish this, I will share with you what I picked as my colors. But for now, I'm just leaving it as it is, because you never know if I might change something later on. And then I have been working on a few, I made a selection of a few spring type, Easter type designs, because I have nothing really except for spring is coming that is really fun and something to decorate with when spring is here. So I dug in my stash and I found some things. Let's see. And I forgot, oh dang, I forgot one thing again, but maybe next time. So this is in my stash, the Prairie Schooler just hatched, and I did this one, and I think I might do the other ones too, but I wanted some variation. So here's my finished item. I did these on, I think, 18 count opalescent white Aida, and they are not centered and they are just not perfect, and that's fine. But yeah, they'll do. So that's one. Then I had, let's see, I had this little thing in my, I think it's a gift from someone in my stash. It's another Prairie Schooler. I've never stitched Prairie Schooler before this, but they were fun. They were fun to stitch. And I made this just into a little square hanger. And then, let's see, I had this one, which is Scattered Seed Samplers, Country Cottontails. It's cute, but I just picked out the little bunny design and stitched that. And I stitched it all with this one and the bunny and another pattern. I stitched all on Country Cottage Mocha fabric that I had, but I messed up the spacing, so I had too little left to do something else with the bunny except make a little card. I'm not sure, I might stain the card and, you know, make it look a little bit more vintage. But yeah, that's my fully finished object for now. And then I had this Easter Parade, Blackbird Designs, and I stitched the bunny. And it's not yet fully finished, but far enough that I can share with you that this is my flat fold finish. If you need to learn how to do these, check out Vonna the Twisted Stitcher. I basically follow her tutorials for most of my finishing. So check her out, Vonna the Twisted Stitcher on YouTube. And she does, I think she has, what's the magazine, Punch Needle Primitive Stitching, something like that. She has a regular contribution there with finishes as well. Anyway. So this is my flat fold. I am planning to trim this with some chenille, but I didn't have the right color, so I'm gonna hunt for some chenille and try and finish this off completely. And then let's see. Oh, Sylvia, it's coming away. Yeah, and then I had a freebie, which I can't show you because I only have the pattern, but I was part of the Fabric of the Month Club by xJudesign on Etsy. I will link the shop below. And she would send out fabric every month and add a little bonus design with some hand-dyed floss. And this is one of the patterns that I got from that. And I made it into a little bunny. And I had this Huntress fabric lying around and this pink DMC, and I thought, well, that is really nice. And this one as well, I want some chenille trimming around the edge, but I don't have that kind of color because I only have Christmassy colors for some reason. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Again, Vonna's tutorials for making pillows. Okay. I'm not done yet. Then, with everything that's going on right now, there's a new hashtag that designers came up with. I think Beth Twist started it. And the hashtag is Be Well and Stitch. And you can find them, I think, on Instagram and Facebook as well. Where you can find freebies that designers have put out for you to stitch during this time of staying at home. And one that I really liked was from Owl Forest. I can only show you this because it's the pattern again. I didn't print out the cover page. But if you go to, I will link their website below, Owl Forest Embroidery, they have a lot of freebies, and one of them is the Be Well and Stitched, which is the baskets, the spring baskets with flowers. And I stitched quite a few of them, 1, 2, 3, I stitched 6 of them, and I finished them, again a little bit wonky, but who cares. So this is the tulips, and I picked out my own colors. I just used what I had in stash from DMC. These are daffodils and violets. I really like the violets. And then hyacinth and crocuses. I also like these a lot. And snowdrops. And I all finished it with the same backing fabric, and I used that I also used for my flamingo. And I used the leftover, it's getting washed out, but I had some ribbon with yellow and pink and orangey colors that Diana, It Is Kismet, sent me, and I used it again. I braided it and I used it as a cover for the sides. So what I'll probably do next year, when we can all go out and shop at our leisure again, is I'll go and find like a artificial wreath of plants or branches or something that I can mount these on, and I can switch them out every season for different seasonal designs. So I can mount these on, and the eggs as well, and that'll be my little spring decoration. So along with the other Be Well and Stitch patterns that I found, I just wanted to show a few. There's a lot out there and everybody has been sharing a lot of them as well. I just wanted to remind you that Arlene Works by ABC has a great one out that I'm planning on doing. And this is the one by a cottage garden that I really liked. I'm planning not to stitch the Be Well part because I don't need a reminder in the years to come of this horrible situation. So I just picked out designs that I really like to stitch anyway. And this is the Jeanette Douglas one, I think. And this is the what's her name? Dang it. It's not on here, but it's drawn, I think it's the drawn thread. And then there is, well, I have to do the Be Well one here, but I don't know, I really like this one. And then Lindy Stitches has one that's really nice. And there's lots and lots and lots out there. Just go and search for the hashtag. I'll put it here. Then, yeah, the final thing that I stitched on that, I think I showed you that I finished it last time, which is the Penelope's pincushion by, that's a cooperation by Stephanie at Lindy Stitches and Lady Dot Creates. And I just happened to finish that into a pillow this morning. And I did it! Woohoo! Look at this. I got the whole kit. So they released it. She released it as only a pattern this year, but last year at Nashville Market she had it as a kit with all the necessary stuff except for the thing to stuff the pillow with. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I have learned one thing, and that is I, for the love of God, don't know how to do ruching. I could not understand the instructions, but despite of that, it does look like some sort of ruching. And I'm fine with it. I'm not mad about it. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever do ruching again, ever. But yeah, I think it's very cute. Happy with that. Oh yeah, new discovery. I used chopsticks to push out like the corners of the pillow, and I used to have chopsticks that were more thick on the end, but now I have these, which I got at a supermarket one day, I think. And these are more tapered, so yeah, they were perfect for the pin cushion, pushing out the corners. Just a little tip if you need it. Then we'll do another fully finished object, and that is my scissors rack. I am really happy with how this turned out. It's already dusty. But yeah, this is what it turned out to be. The last time you saw it, it had a brown finish, and it had three old hangers. One of them was broken, and I have what I did is I stripped off the paint, I cleaned it up, I cleaned the glass and the back side of it, and I repainted it with a mahogany color because I love redwood. And before I did that, I actually, oh yeah, you can see I drilled holes in the top because I do have a drill, but not a drill to drill into concrete. So I drilled holes in the top. I just spaced them out from here to there, and I measured out about the width of a scissor, so they should fit alongside each other. And I might have to drill it out a bit more because it's a bit tight, but this was the biggest drill that I had, but it's fine. Then I added these hooks that I got at the local hardware store before this whole thing, worldwide thing, got out of control. And I basically attached those, and then I had I went to a chintz exhibit, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago by now. And I picked up postcards from that, and I scanned those and printed them out again, slightly smaller, so that they would fit into these things. For now, that's what I'm going to use as a backdrop, but I might fill them in with embroidered pieces whenever I get around to doing that. But for now, I really like it. As you can see, I can hang scissors from the hooks. I've been hanging all my scissor forbs as well, and my things from, you know, like tags from retreats. Sorry, I had a blank. But on top, I have enough space to put extra. The only thing I haven't done is mounted it on the wall properly, because, as I said before, I don't have the right drill for that. But I have it sort of hung from another hook with some fishing wire at the moment, just because I wanted to have it near me and see if it would work out. And other than that, I'll have to wait and see when I can go get the drill from my dad and drill some holes. And then I have to think about how I'm going to actually attach it. I might have to drill through here or have a hook on the back. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. But that is my fully finished scissors rack. And thank you again, Michelle Bendy, for the inspiration for that. It was so much fun to repurpose something again. I did it in the past. I repurposed some chairs for my dining set and little tables and closets, and I really enjoyed doing that, except now that I have all those furnitures, I don't need more, so I haven't been doing it for a long time, and it was a lot of fun to go back to that. Other than that, that's all the crafty bits I did. Now, I also purchased something because on Instagram, Ellen, who is Peppy is Happy, she's Dutch. She's a Dutch stitcher, and I follow her on Instagram, and she has really fun stitches. And she posted something that was an Anne Frank design with a Dutch quote from her diary. And I absolutely fell in love, and I found out that it is a design by Gara. And I found it on the website creativepoppy.com. And this is the design. I absolutely love it. It's Anne in her shelter, and there's the bombers and the peace doves, and there's the chestnut tree and the barbed wire from when she had to go to when they deported her to the concentration camp. And the bookcase, I love it. And what I'm going to do is, I think I will start this May 4th, because that's our Memorial Day. And I'll have to see if I have a good fabric for it. I'm sure I have something. If not, I'll have to order it quickly. And I'm going to do the same thing, because this is charted in English, because the designer is Japanese, Kyoko Maruoka. Not sure if that's in focus, but yeah. And I'm going to steal Ellen's idea. I might actually have to get in touch with her and see if she will give me her conversion to Dutch, because I love that it will be in Dutch conversion. I think it will be a beautiful extra addition to my spring collection of stitches. And then I think that's all the... Yeah, I don't think I purchased anything. Oh, I purchased something from a de-stash, from people who are de-stashing stuff, but it'll be a long time before I get those. So what I did, I needed some more Mary Ellen's press for the... It's great for starch for if you have to get creases out of your fabric. Works like a charm. And I get that from a quilt store here in the Netherlands, and they had beautiful, beautiful William Morris fabric on sale, and I couldn't resist. So and when I ordered that, I also ordered some fat quarters. Look at that. Oh, God, love it. I'm not sure how I'll use these. Some of these I can use as backing fabric, like this one. Oh, love this. Oh my God, love this. And this one as well is a great backing fabric for smalls. And this is, I love this one too. It's hard to see. Yeah, love it. And then the final pièce de résistance. Letitia, Look Away Now. And I guess Mika too. Oh my God, foxes and peacocks and hares, oh my. I love it. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this, but it's great as a panel. For something, might be a project bag, I don't know, but yeah. Ah, God, love it. This is, I don't know if you can read this, but this is the fabric, Morris & Company Standen, Standen. You might want to Google that if you're looking for the fabric. So yeah, that was my one. There's two things I couldn't resist purchasing. Other than that, I've been purchasing books. Well, I had a lot of books in my stash, audiobooks that I hadn't read yet. So in the last Easter weekend, I basically stitched and listened to audiobooks and hibernated or hermited, I don't know how to call it, but yeah. But I joined a Facebook group that was originated by Caroline Off the Grid, I think. Stitches Who Read. I will link it down below. And they do a regular read of a book and then discuss it with each other. I attended the last discussion, even though I didn't read the book, and it was fun. And I am excited to start join them for the next book that they are going to read, and that is
this? Yeah.
The Lace Reader by Brunonia Barry. So yeah, I'm gonna read that. It's only like 12 hours long, so it should be a quick read. I have two recommendations of books that I absolutely devoured during the last Easter weekend. Yeah. And that is two books by Madeline Miller, Circe, and
Executive producer.
Oh, hang on. Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. They are both retellings of Greek myths, and she did a spectacularly good job of telling it in a way that feels modern, but also, and there's great suspense. And both books, the performance of the reader was excellent in my opinion. I have no complaints at all. I definitely recommend either one to check out. Warning for the Circe one, definitely. I mean, it's Greek myth, so there's going to be violence, but the Circe one has a trigger warning if you are prone to trigger on sexual violence. Yeah, so that just a heads up. And of course, I finally starting rereading June. I'm reading the first book, Frank Herbert. It's a classic. I love it. I love the series. I read up to book 5, I think, in my college years, and yeah, just loving it. Also, I realized while I was listening to it, to June, that the computer game that I like, Subnautica, actually has references to this book series in it that I wasn't aware of. That was fun. That was a fun discovery. So yeah, that's what I had to share book-wise, I think. Yeah, I don't think I had any other books that were new or that I read. Oh yeah, I planned on starting some other books, but I stopped because when I realized they were about pandemics. And yeah, I don't want to read about that at the moment. So, that's it for now. Yeah, oh yeah, before I forget, I have discovered Instagram Live, and I copied one of the YouTube artists that I follow who does a YouTube Live doing the dishes edition every once in a while. And since my dishwasher broke down last year in December, and I have not been able to get out and get a new kitchen because not necessary shopping activities. I've been doing the dishes by hand this year, and I've been saving up and doing them all at once and doing an Instagram Live while I chat with you guys and do my dishes. So if you're on Instagram and you follow me, keep an eye out for those. You can set your settings to warn you if I go live. You don't have to, but if you want to be there, then it might help if you have an alarm. Because I try and do them at irregular times, but they will always be in my evening time. So that will be US time, somewhere in the early afternoon, end of the morning, I'm guessing. No, probably early afternoon, and other places like Asia, it will be in the middle of the night, I'm sorry. Or very early morning, because Paula from New Zealand joined me early morning one day, so that was fun. And I basically just chat about whatever comes to mind. And that's usually also where I do my live updates, so I'm not going to do them at the moment because my live updates this week have not been the best, and I want to keep this happy. So I don't know. Oh yeah, one more thing. Jeez, I'm sorry, I forgot. Mania is coming, and I never ever ever do Stitch Mania. I will probably never ever ever do Stitch Mania the way it was started, which is do a lot of starts and go crazy. I have enough whips that I want to get done, and that's apparently stressing me out. So I've been thinking about joining in this year because it's an unusual year, and I've been thinking about doing the monogamous stitching challenge, which is a challenge for me because I don't think I can handle a full month of one project stitching, but I'm going to try. And I have decided, I don't know who inspired me to do it. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I apologize. But I decided to pick my chatelaine and do a Martina May mania. So I will make a hashtag for that, Martina Mania, probably. So if you would like to join in and just stitch on your chatelaine design in May, would love to see your pics turn up on Instagram. And let's see if I can get a chunk done on that lotus pond and get it off my back. So yeah, that's my challenge for May. It's, what is it, April something. April 19, so we still have about 2 weeks. If you want to start your chat lane, fine with me, but I'm just going to do what I'm going to do, and it's mania, so do whatever you want to do, and let's just keep each other company. I will see you in probably the start of May, and probably only have one thing to show by then. But yeah, we'll figure something out. And if not, maybe I'll see you on Instagram in my live or just regular chat. For now, I hope you are well. I hope you get to stay at home and be safe. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys.